Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast with your hosts, Nick McKinnon, and always.
Dylan McEwen.
That was a different way of you pronouncing it, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Anyways, we got a pretty good list of topics here. I think I wrote them all out myself, but that's all right. You're the creative side of naming our episodes, so here we go.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, so I thought we would start off with Carrie Price.
Yes, so Carey Price returning to the Montreal Canadiens after not playing since the Stanley Cup Finals. So he left the team to go get help for his mental health. I don't know exactly what he has, but like for me, I'm a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, so I don't really like the Montreal Canadiens. But kudos to Carey Price for coming back. I actually watched the game. It was against New York Islanders.
Yes.
So I didn't watch all of it. But towards the end of the game, maybe like the third period, they started scoring on him. They only scored 2 goals, so 2-0 for his first game back. Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know you're not a big hockey guy either.
No, but it's always nice to hear that somebody has a recovery story.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any sports that you like?
That I follow deeply?
Yeah, that you follow like religiously.
No, not really.
Okay.
I watch football whenever it's on, but that's the NFL. So.
Yeah, for me, I just watch the Super Bowl. I don't really watch a football game, but I watch a couple of the playoffs this year. So
yeah.
Yeah. So like, kudos to Carey Price. I don't know if you wanted to add anything to that besides it being a really good story.
Yeah. Well. He obviously felt compelled to get himself help.
Yep.
And recover. Now, how long was he out for? Like a year?
Yeah, like after the playoffs last year.
Okay.
When Tampa Bay won the cup against Montreal. So then afterwards he went and got himself checked in.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Do you know if it was a hospital or a mental institution or?
Oh, no idea. I just know that he was returning to the team, and it's good because the team needs him. He's one of the best goalies in the league, but he plays on a crappy team.
Yeah.
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 I don't know what else I can add to that, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can add too much either, other than even I struggle with my own mental, I'll say, instabilities, and
okay.
Getting through that is quite tough, and I'm glad that he got help, and I am in the process of getting help.
Okay, that's good. Good to know. Good to know. Clap.
Okay.
Good for you, though. Good for you. You'll get her done. You get the help that you need.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that. That takes a lot for someone to share that with other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'd like to start being more open about my mental illnesses and instabilities, because the more it's put out there, the more help I can get, and also the better understanding people will have for me. And
yeah, like the more awareness it is for that certain mental health that you have.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't want to go too much into detail and talk about Carey Price the whole night.
No.
So we'll go into our next topic there, Dylan.
Okay.
which was the Moon Knight episode 3. I don't know what the name of the episode was. You told me before, but I totally forget.
Okay. It's called The Friendly Type.
Okay. Yeah, like you were so much more into detail of what the episode was about, because I'll just ramble on and just talk about like certain things. So if you won't mind, bring us into speed.
Okay. Well, let's see. Episode 3 was all about the hunt for, if I'm pronouncing this right, Amit?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And they had to go to a black market salesman in order to find Senfu's sarcophagus, which had the map to where they hid Amit's tomb, even though that Harrow had the I'll just call it the floating scarab.
Yes.
The compass.
Yeah.
And Harrow ended up destroying the sarcophagus, so nothing could be retrieved except for the pieces of cloth, which were the most important pieces. Because that allowed Stephen to put the pieces back together and use his knowledge of ancient Egyptian navigation and formed the cloth pieces into a star, which outlined.
Outline?
Maybe outlined. Yeah, that's probably the word I was looking for. Outlined the stars that were present that night, and Khonshu said that he remembered every night since he was more or less born, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, and as it says on the Marvel Wiki, Khonshu is the god of the moon and god of vengeance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we got to see Mr. Knight and Khonshu, while not turn back time, but turn back the sky. So we got a whole bunch of sci-fi CGI effects, which were pretty cool. But by doing that, Khonshu sacrificed himself, and he is now sealed in a statue, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so he just asked Mark, or was it, or did he ask Steven? Yes, Steven.
Maybe Steven, yeah.
Yeah. To tell Mark to come rescue him whenever he was more or less available.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we got to see the sky turn back.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And that committee group was so dumb.
Yeah, they
like, come on.
Like, yeah, I totally understand, like, not wanting to trust someone with
multiple personalities. Yeah.
Multiple personalities, but on the other hand, it seems to be a real issue that if Amit ever came back.
Yeah.
And they just well,
so
yeah, wiped it over or swiped. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but
it's okay. I got
it. They just did not want to listen, and
and he tried to tell them.
Yeah, but he has one ally on the council, Hathor.
Right.
And she's helping him out. And she was actually the one to send him to the black market salesman, who unfortunately has passed away.
Yep, that was him. Yep.
I am not sure what he passed away of. Was it, you were saying, was it the Bunny Hill or?
Yeah, like those bunny slopes, they're dangerous, man. Like when you hear bunny slope, you hear first stage, but and realistically, the bunny slope is one of the worst stages in a ski or snowboard hill.
Okay.
But I mean, it didn't help that he wasn't wearing a helmet.
Yeah. Did he crash into someone?
Yeah, someone hit him, collision straight on. Yeah, and yeah, like another incident like this happened to Liam Neeson's first wife there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, back to Gaspard Ulliel. Yeah. So he was pronounced dead. I think. Before they arrived to the hospital.
Okay, so he was I know this is probably a bad way to say it, but he was dead on scene.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like trauma to the head, so.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Oh yeah. But I think that he filmed all his scenes, so we're gonna see more of him.
Yes.
Because I think he's Moon Knight's right hand man.
Really?
Like not his right hand man, but like his sidekick per se.
Okay, because he did seem very enthused by.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
whenever
that
he came,
scene was amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, like Ethan Hawke does such a good job with this villain. I mean, as soon as he entered the room with all the committee, I'm just like, how can you not know he's a bad guy? Like, I was just going back to what we were talking about there before. Like, come on, guys. Like, you believe that guy over what Mark and Steven are trying to tell you?
Yeah, he played that really well in saying that he doesn't even know his true name, and he wasn't well.
Yeah.
And then Steven and Mark sort of said they weren't, and confirmed, and
yeah.
So they sort of buried their own grave there, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unreal episode. I just can't wait for the last 3. It's a shame that it's a 6-episode series again. But,
yes, but we might get a season 2. Who knows?
Oh, I don't think we're gonna get a season 2. I think we're gonna get him in a new Spider-Man movie.
Oh, okay. Now that's interesting.
Spider-Man, Daredevil, Moon Knight. We're gonna have that crew going.
Okay, is he part of the I'll call it the MCU crew?
Yeah, he will be, because he was actually in an animated series of Spider-Man. I just can't remember what it is.
Okay, because there's been tons of Spider-Man animated series.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I hope that we get that whole dialogue, and I hope we get Deadpool with Spider-Man. It'll be hilarious. You know, you want to see that Ryan Reynolds and Tom Holland interaction.
Yes,
And
that
I'm
will
waiting
be
for it, man,
amazing.
because it's so hilarious. Because Deadpool is a bisexual character, and
Okay.
just some of the jokes that he has in Deadpool 2 of Cable, it was just so like hilarious. I was like, oh man. But yeah, I can't wait to. It might be a while, but I know it's coming.
Yeah,
Um,
because what was it? Ryan Reynolds did have a thing on his, I think it was Instagram,
okay.
where he was teasing Deadpool 3.
hmm
Yeah.
And before we go into the next topic here, I think that we're going to see Hugh Jackman return as Wolverine.
Ooh. Do you think just for one movie, or do you think for multiple sequels?
Just for at least, I want to say Deadpool 3 and
Okay, just because
Avengers.
they want to get him to be in a movie with Ryan Reynolds at least once.
Yes, because I know he said that he's retired, but I mean, people can come out of retirement all the time.
Yeah.
People do it all the time in wrestling. People do it all the time in UFC.
Yeah.
People do it all the time in movies. I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's gonna be when we least expect it.
Least suspected, so that's whenever the movie actually comes out.
No, that's gonna be Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, well, that's May 6th. So,
It's going to because remember the timeline was already reset.
yeah.
So I think that we're gonna see a total different Wolverine.
Okay.
We're gonna get the one that actually has the costume.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because what was it? I know it's not everyone's favorite movie, but the end credit scene to, was it X-Men Origins, had Wolverine's costume.
Dull
Uh,
Wolverine. It was the second one.
oh, it was the second one?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah.
had his costume inside a cupboard or
Yeah.
some glass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's what we're getting.
Okay.
And I hope it happens because I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yeah, he does an excellent job, and his last movie, Logan,
Yes.
was excellent.
Oh yeah.
Violent as anything, but it was a good movie.
Yeah. So before we go into our next topic, we're going off track here, but but whenever they were filming Logan, it
Yeah.
shows him in the studio and he has like headphones on,
Hmm.
and you can see him like reacting it, like acting it out, and rah, and he with the serum and everything. Oh man, it was awesome. You got to go see that whenever you have a chance.
Okay,
Uh,
so that's the what, behind the scenes?
yeah, it'll just show like Hugh Jackman like standing by himself and just reacting to the lines, and like he does like everything, and he just like rah, 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 just running everything. It's so like runs on the spot. It's so cool.
Okay,
Yeah,
that does sound cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like kudos to him. Like I hope he does come back. Like I'm
Yeah.
hearing a lot of stuff. But people were saying that if there's going to be another Wolverine, it's just going to be his daughter, X-23, is it, or
Mm.
24? Yeah.
X-23. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So before we get too excited about Wolverine and stuff, we'll go into our next topic here. Um, so next topic is Agents of Shield, of course.
Okay, this is all you.
Season 4, episode 1. So season 4, episode 1, we get introduced to one of our favorites. Well, I really enjoy him.
Yeah.
So before I tell you about it, the episode was called Ghost. So without obviously knowing what that is, it's obviously about Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
What else would it be about, right?
I don't know. There's tons of villains that go by Ghost or even.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So like Ghost Rider in this series so far, it's pretty cool. Really different from Johnny Blaze, right? Nicolas Cage's character.
Okay.
So he is a sort of like mechanic, and instead of the bike, he has a car instead.
He has a car.
A nice Dodge Charger.
Do you think he's ever going to get the motorcycle?
Oh, I hope so. But
okay. Maybe the actor doesn't have a license to ride a motorcycle.
Yeah, there you go. But like, man, like ever since season 3 ended with Daisy, who's also known as Quake.
Okay.
The inhuman name Quake. She is away from Shield now.
Okay.
She went on her own. I don't know. I don't know why, because she really likes Phil Coulson. He was like a father figure to her.
Okay.
But I mean, she just wants to find all the Inhumans and help them, right?
Yes.
And see Ghost Rider's an Inhuman.
Okay. Would you see, going back to the X-Men thing?
Yeah.
Just for 1 second here. Would you ever see them transferring the name of Inhuman to Mutant, or do you think they're gonna stay with the name Inhuman?
I don't know, man. Like I told you previously, there's an Inhuman series.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I kind of like hearing Mutant better.
Yeah, because that's what we're used to.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I wouldn't have known all these Inhuman stuff.
Yeah.
If I didn't watch Agents of Shield. Now I've seen it.
See most of it.
Yeah, I've seen most of it. Don't worry, I'll finish it soon.
And I'll start it soon.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, just like this guy, like it was funny because they had Coulson and then Coulson's partner, and they were searching like this truck, and the truck driver was Ghost Rider. But nobody knows who he is because he's just a normal. He just looks like he's a normal person.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he was helping his brother get out of this car because his brother is in a wheelchair.
Okay.
And so he's doing all this stuff and killing all these people for his brother, it seemed like.
Okay.
I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, you'll do crazy things for love, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I know you can't add anything to this because you haven't watched the damn series yet.
No, I have not.
Not even
I'll
episode 2
get to it
yet.
eventually. I don't know when, and I don't know how. But, well, actually, I do know how. Disney Plus, but I don't know when.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, man, the series is getting really good. I can't wait to finish it.
Yeah.
Start a new series. But yeah, that's all I can say about Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4, Episode 1.
Okay.
We'll head on to another topic, one that you can't provide information either.
Riverdale. Woo!
So Riverdale. Like I said previously, like Riverdale was my childhood as like the Archie comics and the Archie TV animated series.
Yeah.
Now they finally had this series, and it's like really dark, and I love it.
Yeah.
But where the hell did they talk about that Riverdale was going to be about superheroes? We've got Archie Andrews as a superhero.
What?
He's in. Yeah. They totally did a 180, and it's totally a different show now. He's a superhero. He is indestructible. Jughead lost his hearing, but he can hear. But he can read minds. Betty can sense people's auras.
Okay.
Yeah, and so this guy named Percival Perkins is a grade A, 100% top villain.
Okay.
And he can control the town. So what he did is he persuaded the council to remove one of their people on the seats and add him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just so crazy. Like I've tried watching it all.
It's a show built on mystery and suspense. How did they transfer to superheroes?
I have no clue, man. because originally when season 5 ended, they got blew up, right?
Okay.
And because there was an alternate reality.
Okay, so this could be some type of Marvel stuff going on.
Yeah, basically because this is the main reality, and now they're all okay from a big blow up. Crazy.
Yeah, but I still understand how they could go from like mysteries and suspense and all this other stuff to superheroes and
That's what I mean.
villains. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Like I like it's hard to explain, but I like watching the series. It's just hard to follow.
Yes.
Um,
Would it be any harder to follow than, say, the Da Vinci Code or anything like that? Or I've never seen those either, but
no, the Da Vinci Code was a really good movie.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. I followed it right away.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, like we're so used to like the Archie comics and that animated TV series. Like that's the mysteries that we were used to.
Yeah.
Like this, there's kind of some mysteries and stuff, but it's very different than we're used to, Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about Riverdale once again. So is there anything you'd like to add?
Are all the main characters still alive?
Well, I haven't watched the other seasons in a long time.
Okay.
Some of them are, some of them aren't.
Okay.
Veronica's dad died.
Okay.
Yeah, because she put a hit on him.
She put a hit on her father?
Yeah, because in this series, he's portrayed as a very bad person.
Okay.
And at the time, she was just suffering and stuff because of all the stuff that he's done to her.
Okay.
And her boyfriend at the time, his dad was in the hospital, and she was just seeing like how it affected Reggie, and she went to call to put the hit off, but she was too late. The hitman already did it. Yeah, so she was just, what can you do? She said. Yeah.
Well, you could have not put the hit on him in the first place. But,
I know, but she was just so overwhelmed with all the bad stuff that he had done to her, like try to kill Archie like multiple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll move on to the next topic there. Good, sir.
Okay, this actually I can talk about.
Are we going up to
We're going to PEI, I guess.
PEI? Oh well, I'm visiting here, so would you like to both do it?
It's up to you, man.
Okay.
So PEI, since the pandemic started, there's been 30,604 cases.
Jesus.
Now, since the last update, which was April 12th, which was a Tuesday, 2,229 new cases have arrived,
Wow.
And 317 average cases per day over the last 7 days. 2 individuals unfortunately passed away, and there are 36 in the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what you're saying from this is COVID's not going away anytime soon, then?
No, definitely not on PEI. And what was this? I saw something on Compass saying that with all these cruise ships coming into PEI, and our numbers still steadily rising, that the hospital does not have the capacity to help these people.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we'll go up to the New Brunswick stuff. So right now I'm in PEI visiting, but I will provide you with the New Brunswick statistics. So as I think we previously said, 48,197 total cases since the pandemic started.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, good sir.
Yeah.
And no new cases. It's telling me no new cases. I don't believe that though.
Maybe they just stopped telling people altogether and just assumed that cases
maybe
were on the growing side.
Well, I mean, apparently in New Brunswick, if you have a case, you don't have to phone it in or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm really shocked at that.
Yeah, that does sound a little strange, because you would, if I know here on PEI, it was more so that if you had symptoms of COVID, you'd go get tested. But also, if you didn't get into have your PCR test, you would have the right to call and say that you had COVID, and contact tracing could begin.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, well, that's it for the COVID statistics over in New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to add to that, or is there any other topic you'd like to talk about, good sir?
Well, maybe we could talk about it as a whole, but the total cases for Canada is 3.62 million.
Wow, man.
And Canada only has a population of what, 32 million, something like that?
I believe so. I don't quote me on that. I do not know.
Okay, and I'm not sure if this is within the shows new case report yesterday. Okay, and there's been 18,945 new cases over Canada just since yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to the deaths, because
I don't want to hear that.
Depressing.
That's too depressing.
Yeah.
Even you talking about the PEI ones are depressing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so yeah, previously there on the last episode we did the gender reveal, and whenever I got home, everyone's excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still crazy we're having a girl.
Yeah. Who do you think was the most excited out of your family?
Hard to say. They're all like at that level, you know what I mean?
All very supportive.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know you previously wanted to talk about this, and I was unsure, but I put it out there anyways. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that, sir?
Uh, no, I'm just glad that your family's happy
Oh yeah,
with you being happy, and
yeah.
that you're having a girl, and
Hmm.
yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
No problem.
I mean, if there's no other topic,
No,
yeah.
I don't think there is, but
Okay.
I'm sure we could talk afterward and come up with some conversation topics. But
Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
So folks, you know what we always say.
we
We
will
will
leave
leave
you
you with
with
absolutely
absolutely nothing.
nothing. Take care, folks.
Take care. Good night.
See you on the next episode.
All
Thank
right,
you.
bye.